G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. Today we're going to talk about my best 10 reissues slash box sets from last year, and it's going to be a shitload of cheating going on, but I can do that because it's my channel, my selections, and I can fucking do whatever I like. Anyway, it's all Australian. You know that already if you tune into this channel every now and then. Don't think I said that on the previous one, which was my best albums of best new albums, that is, of 2024, but you'll work it out. All right, start off with two honourable mentions. First one, The Undies, the great underground lovers, 30th anniversary edition of Dream It Down, would be their third record, I think. This is the one where the melodies and hooks and the synths come to the front. Kind of had a bit more of a shoegazy sound before this one. This has definitely got a foot on the dance floor. Great melodies, great songs all throughout. Double album they've made it into, because cool thing they've done on side 4 is include all of the B-sides off the singles. Nice gatefold as well there. This is just on Universal Music, so it should be pretty easy to get. The next honourable mention is a box set. I know, this hurts to leave this one out, but I had to show it anyway. I think I've showed it earlier in the year when I got it. The Clouds, great Sydney band, indie rock, more on the pop end of things, just guitars, bass, drums, nice chiming guitar sound. They rock a bit every now and then, just really good catchy stuff. This is called Retroactive, and it includes all 4 of their releases from back in the day in the 90s. Magnificent band. Lead vocalist Jodie Phillips is just got like a voice like an angel. Don't know what I was going to say, but that's what come out. She's got a great voice is what I should have said. Right, let's get in the thick of it. So, number 10. Massive cheat to start with. We're going to call number 10 The Saints, because they've reissued on numero 3 Saints records. And so, it's easy for me, and it makes more sense for you. I'm just going to read straight off the blurb. So this one is for You Get What You Deserve, and this is what it says. Bad vibes, habits, and breath collide on this 10-song pile-up on the freeway to nowhere, melting neo-grunge, swamp rock, and noise punk in a cauldron of drug-addled psychosis. 1985's You Get What You Deserve continues Australia's prison-as-country tradition. What the fuck does that mean? Of unhinged lunacy in the face of cultural isolation. Nuke nostalgia, femme fatale, sharpshooters, demolition derbies, and a vacation at Hell Beach await. Who writes this shit? Maybe I shouldn't read the blurb. Anyway, I think they were just trying to stick in as many of the song names into their blurb. Not sure that the person who wrote that's ever been to Australia. But of course, the scientists led by Kim Salmon, who also featured in the great Beasts of Bourbon, and Kim Salmon and the Surrealists does no wrong in my book. Boris, inventing new ways of pronouncing words there. Boris Sujovic on bass, again, from Beasts of Bourbon and Scientist fame. Well, this is the Scientist. Tony Thelwis, who was a long-time collaborator with Kim Salmon, and Brett Rickson on drums. Ripping record, man. And it's coloured vinyl. Oh, look at that. You can buy all those wonderful numero titles. Ta-da. Okay. Next Scientist record is Weird Love. Small words like unhinged and Aussie grunge. Yeah, Oh, here's some information that might be useful. Recorded in 3 days in 1986, Weird Love is the band's last-ditch effort to bring their bad vibes to bedrooms the world over. A colossal failure and brilliant mistake that sounds best when blasting out of 1982's Corollas. Well, it goes into bullshit after that. Anyway, great record, Weird Love. This has got the great Swampland on it. Just an atomic bomb, baby. What can you say? Except more great Sinus. Numero, doing some good shit. That one's on nice. Oops. Is that red? Bit of pink in there. And last is the debut Sinus record. Am I saying Sinus too Australian for you? It's The Scientists for people who don't understand me. So this is the going back to when James Baker played drums with the Sinus, the earliest version of the band. He was also legend drummer in the Victims and first Hoodoo Gurus and early Beast of Bourbon. Again, great reissue. Great to see this stuff back in print and on, I don't know what colour you call that, kind of yellow. Right, that's number 10. 3 records in one spot. Now we're going to slim it down a bit and just have 2 records in one spot. And that is the mighty Crime and City Solution. They've continued these reissues. Thankfully, I was wondering if these two would come out because they reissued their later records the previous year, I think. And these two are probably my favourite. But I'm very biased because these are the two which Roland S. Howard plays guitar on, and particularly Room of Lights has the great track Six Bells Chime, which features in the Wim Wenders film Wings of Desire. Well, everyone carries on about Nick Cave being in that film and stepping on stage, but these fuckers steal the show in my opinion. It's just in a bar scene. It's not a concert film if you haven't seen it before. It's got, weirdly, Peter Falk, who is fantastic in it, and Bruno Gantz in it as well. But let's not talk about the movie. Let's talk about these great, epic, filmic sounding records. Simon Bonney, great lead vocalist. He's the brains behind Crime and the City Solution. It's also got epic soundtracks, who was in the Swell Maps. Harry Howard, Roland's brother on bass, and Mick Harvey of The Birthday Party and The Bad Seeds playing everything else. Great records. Let's just have a look inside. These are put out by Mute. There you go. Really well reproduced wordage, colorage. Really got to try and race through these because otherwise it's going to be the fucking longest video in the world. Da-da, da-da. Hey now. Alright, so that was number 9.
Still
2 records. Now we're getting back to being greedy again with 4 records. So I'm going to call number 8 The Church. Great to see the pre-Starfish stuff back in print. So you got Of Skins and Heart, Blurred Crusade, probably my favourite, Seance, and Heyday. Check that mullet and those shirts, baby. These are on EMI, so should be able to get these everywhere, I would say. We'll have a quick look. Skins and Hearts, of course, was the one with The Unguarded Moment was the single off this pretty big song in Australia. There's a back cover. Wordage, more shit. White, of course, to match the front cover. So I'm trying to save time. Why am I trying to put that back in there? I don't understand me sometimes. Blurred Crusade. Black cover, baby. Black cover, back cover. Wordage, photoage, vinylage. It's always nice when they try and match the colour of the vinyl with the cover. Bit of seance action. Yeah. More wordage. Some other information. And of course it's going to be pink vinyl, isn't it? You're probably guessing what the colours are going to be now. And last of all, Heyday. Good shit, man. And these are all remastered as well. They sound fantastic. As was the Crime in the City Solution ones, which sound really good.
Now the warmth is forgotten and gone. Pretty maids not far behind. Who you trying to get in touch with? Who you trying to get in touch with? Who you trying to get in touch with? I'm almost with you. I can sense it away from me. I'm almost with you. Is this the taste of victory? I'm almost with you.
Okay, what are we up to? 7, I think. Let's say 7. This was really good to see. God. We're going to call 7 the Triffids section. See what I mean? It was hard just to choose one because if they reissued batches of records. So I think this came out right at the start of the year, maybe late last year, but we're going to squeeze it in because it's a great record. Treeless Plain. The classic Born Sandy devotional. If you want to hear more of this, watch my Let's Have a Listen To episode on this here channel. In the Pines, the one recorded in the woolshed. And Kalencha, a dead set classic as well. These are all on the Bloodlines Pias label, which reissued Roland S. Howard's solo records. You can see there. So that's the back cover of Treeless Plain. These are all groovy coloured vinyl, gatefold. Epic sound. Sadly, David McComb no longer with us, and Marty P. Casey there, he in the 90s would end up joining Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds on bass. Apparently he's a bit crook at the moment and hasn't been playing with them, didn't appear on the new Wild God record, so hopefully he's okay, but who knows. Those dudes lived hard and smoked a lot of cigarettes. And I'll go chronologically. Born Sandy. This has been reissued a number of times. Yeah, there's Elsie, the drummer, enjoying the pool. Can't imagine that photo was taken in England where this album was recorded, because, you know, not really known for their poor culture over there, shall we say. And yeah, wordage. Get back in there, you bastard. In the Pines. If you like 80s Nick Cave, you'll really dig the Triffids. Probably a bit more pop sensibility than Nick Cave had at that time. Still epic soundscape songs with big ideas and interesting instrumentation, and of course that baritone David McComb vocal as well on there. Probably more guitar driven than piano driven, like a lot of Bad Seed stuff it is. Did I show you? I don't know what I'm doing. Shouldn't talk. And did I do that? Don't know if I did. Anyway, now I have. And lastly, Kalencha. So it'd be nice to see Black Swan, the one after this, come out as well. Got a second-hand copy of that, but these are also remastered and sound fantastic.
I have a letter, familiar paper. I keep a figurine in a locker. It's dedicated, engraved initials, yellow photograph and a pocketbook. Well, the rim of her mouth was golden, but her eyes were just desert sands. But that's not her. That's just a lie. Only an image of her, just a trick of a lie.
All right, that was 7, I believe. You watch me lose count towards the end here. It's only 10, but I'll fuck it up. But this is X. Great to see X Aspirations in print. To me, this is the X. I do love the LA X, but I love the Australian X more. This one is on Green Noise Records. Yeah. These guys are like harder and more punk rock, I suppose, than American X are kind of got a rockabilly sound to me, of course, with that rhythm. And what's his name? The guy with the white hair who plays guitar. Anyway, he's got that rockabilly style and look, actually. So there's the record there. Legendary band. These guys, like, the guitar's like real harsh and skeletal, and the bass and drums are just like huge and in your face. And this is like been mastered to accentuate that. And of course, it's got like the blood curdling vocals that we love on X. Just a little postery thing in there. But yeah, great to see this being reissued. There's the back cover there. Like, Police, good on you, baby. Suck. Can't go wrong with X.
It's really very simple and it's not that hard to do. Just try and use the people like they're trying to use you. Compromise your politics, it's all you'll ever need. If they're gonna succeed.
Now, that must have been 6, I'm guessing. This is the Ed Cooper section. 2 releases. They have been releasing a lot of Ed's solo stuff the previous year. It's good to see they've also reissued The Laughing Clowns, Ed's kind of jazz punk odyssey with the great Jeffrey Wegner on drums. He actually played a gig this year doing both of these albums, which was fantastic. Kind of both different in their way. This is more Ed's singer-songwriter thing. As I said in previous videos, it's not your dad's James Taylor singer-songwriter, because this is fucking good. Laughing Clowns, bit more unhinged, but this is probably a great record to start with. This is, brilliant stuff. Hopefully they'll keep on putting out Ed stuff, because it's been done really well and it sounds really good as well. I think they're all remastered. This is on Remote Control Records. So this is Black Ticket Day, sorry. The solo record by Ed. This is, what's this? 80 something. About mid-80s, I'm going to say. And it's on a pretty groovy, translucent purple coloured vinyl. Here on the information. Jeebers. We might have some. Oh, I'm totally wrong. 1992, you dickhead. Why did I think 80s? I think maybe because the previous ones were 80s. And this is definitely 80s. So this is kind of what Ed did next, in a way, after the Saints, the original Saints broke up. The actual track, Eternally Yours, of course, the Saints album named that, is just mind-blowingly good. So, wordage, more wordage. No, I was hoping to tell you a year, but I think this is quite early 80s from memory. I don't have a brain for dates and shit like that. I just like the shit. Groovy, translucent blue. You know, I try and remember names of people, like musos and producers and record labels, and it's more because not for any train spotting shit. So if I see them, I know there's a fair chance that on something else I see the name, it will be pretty good.
You see the night, you feel the pain. I've heard it time and time again. These must be times I hit the miss and look at
Now, what are we up to? Who can remember? Maybe that was 6. Maybe it wasn't. Let's say that this is, let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm right. This is 5. Well, cock-a-doodle-doo. Now, 3. So they released all 2 of these Immortal Souls albums. Something just fell down there. This is, of course, Roland S. Howard's band when he returned to Australia, I think, with his brother Harry Howard. Epic soundtracks of Swell Maps and Genevieve McGuckin. So it's the original 2 albums of Get Lost, Don't Lie. What a record. Marry Me, what a song. I Ate the Knife. Blood and Sand. Just the shiznit. These have been remastered and probably sound as good as they ever have, just on black vinyl. Kind of weirdly, excuse me while I pick up the thing I dropped. That took longer than I thought. They have a bit in common, I suppose, with Chrome and the City Solution, but also, to me, I hear a bit of Triffids in there as well. This was the second and the last album, called I'm Never Gonna Die Again. Well, it's true, you can't do it twice. These were on Mute Records, these reissues as well. There's the rest of the band on the back. Wordage. And I believe, yep, black vinylage again. And the cool thing is they also released this, which is titled Extras, because that's what it is. What does it say on this little thing? Unreleased live and studio material, which is good. So now I am a These Immortal Souls completist. So I've got everything you could want, and this is really good. And there's a great version of Some Velvet Morning. Of course, Roland has covered that song several times. I think he did it with Lydia Lunch, and he's done it solo maybe, I think. But yeah, he is a big Lee Hazelwood fan. There we go. There's the band. Information. Black vinyl. So that's These Immortal Souls. Great reissues. Right, now we're down to number 3, I think. Yes. Maybe I said that was 5, but who cares? And this is Radio Birdman. Yes, Radio Birdman. The fantastic live at Paddington Town Hall show from the 12th of December 1977. Finally on vinylage. This shit rocks, man. Great show. Excuse me. Radio Birdman. Of course, radio appears. Oh, I'm going to cough again. It's going to press pause. Sorry about that. Just needed to wet the whistle. Obviously, the old fella's still not 100%, as you can tell. Where were we with the great Radio Birdman live at Paddington Town Hall? This is a rockin' show. It's been mastered really well. The sound's great. It's got, New Race, Murder City Nights, Burn My Eye, Do the Pop, like all the things that you want. They do a great cover of Ramblin' Rose, the MC5 song. Double album, good package. Comes out on Citadel Records. Gatefold. I think this is just black vinyl. There you go. But if you love Radio Birdman, you want to have this one in the collection. Next up, Radio Birdman Living Eyes. This is a remix album. I'm like a big fan, so I wanted to hear the difference. And this is actually a really good remix in my opinion. It's based on the when it was reissued in 97, I think, on CD. There was a remix of that, and that was a really punchy, good remix. I don't know, like I wouldn't say one's better than the other, it's just different. This is the one that came out, it's kind of after the fact. It was recorded in 78, but I think came out in like 1981 or 2. And the band were just done by then, but it's just got some real classics on it. Burn My Eye, More Fun, Smith & Wesson Blues, Crying Sun, Alone in the End Zone. Should have stuck around longer, made a couple more records, but man, what we got is amazing. I think this is also on, Citadel as well. Have a quick look inside. What does it say? It's too long. Dennis Tech tells you all about the remix. Wild photo there, and black vinyl. Really great stuff. Legendary Australian band. Now, one that just snuck in before the end of last year was the third installment of the Go-Betweens box sets, G for Go-Betweens. Now this covers 2000 and 2006, which were the years that they reformed with just Grant McLennan and Robert Forster. Unfortunately, Lindy didn't get invited back into the fold, so there was a bit of animosity about that. There's a good doco about the Go-Betweens where they interview both Robert Forster and Lindy and other people who had been in and out of the band at the time, and yeah, there's still bad blood about that. But this, like the other two box sets before it, is really well put together. It's got a booklet, it's got CDs, really, really good. I will do a box set feature of this where I, what is it called? Unboxing. I'll just quickly, it's not going to open for me, is it? So I won't show you all the malarkey that comes with it, I'll just show you the main 3 records that it features, because I'll do a better feature of it. And so you get Friends of Rachel Worth. This one has the 3 members from Slater-Kinney appear on this one, and Janet Weiss plays drums all throughout, which is cool. Bright Yellow, Bright Orange, this is a cracker. The single Caroline and I is just classic Go-Betweens. And Oceans Apart, which has Lavender was the standout song. I think the single as well. Just brilliant. They were really getting back into the groove, and unfortunately Grant passed away. And one other thing, the Natch Mix 99. So, excuse me. This was stuff recorded previous to the 3 albums, so which those albums were from 2000 on, so this is from 99. So this is pretty cool that it's a 99 Munich, Germany Radio BR2, I think, if I got the details correct. I'm sure someone out there will correct me as usual. And some CDs, but I'll show you more of that another time. Caroline and I, Caroline and I, oh Caroline, Caroline and I, oh Caroline. What is number 1, you all say? Well, number 1 is the Saints. Coming out in the same year is Live in Pig City, which was great to see this because the Saints, of course, played anniversary shows with the great Mark Armour Mudhoney on lead vocals, taking the place of Chris. But this is the previous reformation from 2007 when Chris was still with us. Fantastic shows if you got to see them back then. I saw them down in Melbourne and up in Mount Buller. Really great stuff. Yeah, this is a double album, covers a fair amount of stuff off all 3 of those first albums, which featured both Ed and Chris in the band, and of course Ivor Hay on drums, and Kim Bradshaw on the first album, and I think LG Ward appeared on the next 2. But really good to have this finally out on vinyl, this show. And of course, what's number one? The I'm Stranded box set. Already done a feature on this. You can go back and check it out. Greatest record of all time in the universe, every genre, whatever else you want to add to that. The Saints, I'm Stranded. And that is my big video of my favourite Australian reissues and box sets of 2024. Thanks if you stuck around for all that bullshit and the coffin. See ya.